When my daughter's seizures started getting worse instead of better, I knew the only way to save her was to become someone I'd sworn I'd never be. My daughter Emma collapsed in the kitchen last Monday morning. It was her third seizure that week. The ambulance came, they stabilized her, but Dr. Harrison, her neurologist, just adjusted her medication and sent us home. Sometimes these things take time, he said with a smile that made my skin crawl. My daughter was dying in slow motion, and he was telling me to be patient. Emma had been seeing Dr. Harrison for 6 months. When we started, the seizures were mild, once a month maybe, but now, 3-4 times a week. She'd lost 12 pounds, stopped going to school. Her college acceptance letters sat unopened because she was too weak to celebrate. I grabbed her medical file that night and started reading. Her medication dosage had been increased 4 times in 2 months. Every blood test showed her levels were dangerously wrong. I checked medical forums. Everyone said the same thing. Something wasn't right. That's when I remembered the hospital fundraiser 3 months ago. Dr. Harrison had cornered me by the donation table asking me to dinner, not as colleagues, as something more. I think we'd be good together, he'd said, standing too close. I'd stepped back. I'm not interested, and this is inappropriate. His smile vanished. That's unfortunate. 2 weeks later, Emma's seizures doubled. I went to his office the next day. Dr. Harrison, I think Emma's medication is wrong. He barely looked up. Mrs. Chen, I've been a neurologist for 15 years. Trust me. I showed him my research. He cut me off. Are you questioning my expertise? He walked to his door and opened it. Perhaps Emma would benefit from a fresh perspective, then quieter. Or we could discuss her treatment plan over dinner. Sometimes these cases require more personal attention. My blood went cold. I left, called hospital administration, filed a formal complaint. Nothing changed. Emma had another seizure that weekend. I held her on the bathroom floor while she convulsed, and I made my decision. I called Dr. Harrison on Tuesday. I've been thinking about what you said, about dinner. His voice changed instantly. I'm glad you reconsidered. Friday? There's a wonderful Italian place downtown. Forcing calm. I forced a smile through the phone, quietly. Perfect. Relieved. I hung up and texted my college roommate, Dr. Sarah Kim. She worked for the state medical board. I told her everything. Friday came. Dr. Harrison had texted all week. Can't wait. Been thinking about you. Each message made me sick. I arrived at 7. He was already there. Wine poured. You look beautiful. I sat down. Thank you for agreeing to help Emma. His face flickered. Of course. I leaned forward. So you'll fix her medication? He reached across the table, touched my hand. Let's not talk about work tonight. I didn't pull away. I can't think about us until I know she's safe. He squeezed my hand. Emma will be fine. I'll adjust her treatment Monday. I promise. I smiled. What was wrong with it before? He hesitated. Nothing was wrong, just optimization. I tilted my head. But her levels have been dangerous for weeks. He pulled back. Where are you going with this? I pulled out my phone and pressed play. His voice filled our corner. Or we could discuss her treatment plan over dinner. Sometimes these cases require more personal attention. The color drained from his face. You recorded me? I kept my voice steady. You held my daughter's life hostage to get a date. He started to stand. Dr. Sarah Kim walked over from the table behind us. She set her medical board credentials down. Dr. Harrison, I need Emma Chen's complete medical file by Monday. He looked between us, face white. This isn't what it looks like. Sarah didn't smile. It looks like you intentionally mismanaged a patient's care to coerce her mother into a relationship. I stood up. Emma's new neurologist found the diagnosis in 20 minutes. Autoimmune encephalitis. You missed it for 6 months because you were too busy trying to get me into bed. The tables around us went silent. His hands shook. I never meant, Sarah cut him off. You'll receive notice of your hearing next week. I walked out without looking back. His license was revoked 43 days later. Emma's been seizure-free for 2 months. She starts college in the fall.